Although The Big Bang Theory never took Sheldon's problems with Frosty the Snowman seriously, the Netflix holiday movie Hot Frosty used this gag as the basis of its entire plot a decade and a half later. Of all the Big Bang Theory's cast of characters, Sheldon was always the least likely to care about Christmas and the holidays. A fastidious figure who was obstinate and solitary at the best of times, Sheldon had a particularly intense aversion to anything resembling mandatory fun. Even in the Big Bang Theory's finale, this side of his character's personality had scarcely softened. Thus, it is no surprise that one of the Big Bang Theory's best Christmas episodes centered on a game of Dungeons and Dragons rather than a more traditional festive activity. Even this initially proved too Christmas-themed for Sheldon's liking. Similarly, young Sheldon's lack of Christmas episodes makes sense, since the character barely recognized the religious holiday and didn't lend it much importance in his memory. However, despite his disinterest in holiday cheer, one Christmas episode of The Big Bang Theory saw Sheldon make an offhand comment that went on to shape a real-life holiday movie's entire storyline over a decade later. In Season 3, Episode 11, The Maternal Congruence, Leonard struggles to get into the holiday spirit due to an unexpected visit from his infamously cold, clinical mother, Beverly. While Christine Baranski's Beverly is the funniest part of this outing, Sheldon's dislike of Frosty the Snowman also garnered some laughs. When Leonard claimed that Sheldon rooted for the sun when watching Frosty the Snowman, Sheldon countered by noting that the sun was essential for life on Earth, whereas Frosty was nothing but a bit of frozen supernatural ephemera and a stolen hat. Sheldon went on to note that Frosty never answers for this crime. 15 years later, Sheldon's issues with Frosty's story were solved by the hit Netflix holiday movie Hot Frosty. The playful story of Lacey Chabbert's grieving widow Kathy and Dustin Milligan's snowman-turned-human Jack, Hot Frosty, is a self-aware holiday rom-com wherein a sentient snowman turns into a handsome hunk to woo a lonely heroine. Its main conflict sees the police try to work out who stole the snowman hero's clothes from a local boutique, allowing Hot Frosty's characters to hold their snowman to account for the crimes that only Sheldon seemed to care about in The Big Bang Theory. Bizarrely, Sheldon's issues with Frosty the Snowman's plot were not only addressed in Hot Frosty's romantic retelling of the story, but formed the crux of its story. Without the police investigating Jack, Hot Frosty wouldn't have much in the way of conflict or stakes. While The Big Bang Theory's later Christmas episodes never brought back this particular Yuletide peccadillo of Sheldon's, the gag did seemingly inspire an entire holiday rom-com's plot a decade and a half later. Hopefully, a future revival of The Big Bang Theory can reveal whether Sheldon ever saw Netflix's Hot Frosty later in life.